if you'd like to cover your eyes. So Hannah, are you able to join us for Hinei Matov?
I think we're good now. I think we've made it.
Well
Did you
done.
happen to see where my laminated, a little laminated piece of paper with chords on it? That has been,
It's probably this pile.
should be the laminated one.
Here you go.
Thank you.
This is a song about how good it is to be able to sit together.
I don't have that on this one. Never mind.
And it's the first one on your little sheets.
That's okay, I don't get it.
I'll do that. Oh, yeah.
You can say that.
Oh, and welcome also, to our online people. And also one more very important message to self-introduce.
We have started a new stream, so it
Great.
will be different people.
No problem. We were just introducing ourselves and saying our connection to this place, if you'd like to have a turn.
Sure, my name is Baruch, and as well as being a volunteer here, I also work as a music therapist in the Huntley facility.
Thank you.
And my name's Hannah. I'm one of the music therapists here at the hospital. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד.
Thank you. So I wanted to say one word about this week's parasha. This week's parasha is called Lech Lecha, and it's about...
That was my parasha.
It's your bar mitzvah parasha.
Ah,
I won't ask you how many years, but a couple.
More than a couple.
More than a couple.
Mazel tov.
Wherever I go, I seem to be the oldest guy. All my friends, the terrible things they say, have all died. It's very nice to grow old and etc. But if you've got your good health and still friends around you, it's wonderful.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, this is part of life,
yeah,
and we have to carry on as best we can.
yeah. It's hard to lose the people who are close
I
to
know,
us.
it's
Yeah.
I mean, I went to a funeral once. It was the second last guy left alive. I drove down Kuyong Road, stopped the car, and I had no idea who to visit or what to do. Very, very sad, and so this is good for me.
Really good.
Yeah.
Well, a big
And
bracha.
I'll just bring up a point here in that my father's name was Yitzhak Luria. And Yitzhak Luria has a lot to do with the Kabbalah,
Yes.
even though we're not descended from him.
He was named in
That is,
honor
we
of...
are descended from Solomon, King Solomon. That's been proven anyway, doesn't matter. All right, I've seen you before, I can't remember where. Where would it be?
Here?
Around the place, everywhere?
Wherever there's joy and music, Baruch is to
Yeah.
be found.
What's your name? I
My
missed your
name is
introduction.
Abraham ben Yitzchak Isaac, that's my father's name, he said. By coincidence, at Tzvat, he was buried there. Not my father, but Yitzchak Luria.
So Abe,
Okay.
with your permission, I want to say one word about the parasha and we're going to sing another song.
Good.
So,
And this is a problem with me,
yes.
because my brother used to have a meeting every Friday with his friends, and they had to bring a subject along.
Yes.
And this subject was one they had to discuss. And because my memory isn't that good, I used to put my hand up to speak or interrupt. And my brother said, you can only join in when in the order.
Right.
And I explained to him that my memory is not good, but if I wanted to say something, all of a sudden I've lost what I wanted to say.
Sure.
But he was very strict and religious. A good boy, a good man, wonderful father. And anyhow, I think about him a lot because even though he was religious and I am more traditional,
Yeah.
and it's still good. We were every 6 months he would come back from Israel here. He had 5 children, and then go back to Israel and come back again. It was wonderful.
Okay.
No more interruptions, I promise.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
We'll
So a
keep you
very-
to that.
A very quick word about the parasha, which is that it's Lech Lecha, which is all about God telling Abraham
Yeah,
to
what
leave
coincidence.
somewhere familiar and go to this strange place and a different land, which is a reference to Canaan, or the land of Israel. So all of us right now in this moment are in a place that is not the home that we were born into. Yeah, for some of us, this place has become our actual home. For some of us who work here or volunteer here, it feels like a home away from home. We spend a lot of time here. And to our beautiful volunteers also who try and help the residents really feel more at home in their new home. And for people who are living in these beautiful new apartments, we're all readjusting to a new home. So just as Abraham had to feel uncomfortable moving to a place that he didn't know and into the unknown, that my bracha, my blessing to us for this week is wherever we find ourselves that we feel at home. And we hope that you feel at home in the service with all of the different colours and varieties of our Am Yisrael, people who are engaging with Judaism, people from traditional backgrounds, people from secular backgrounds. But now I hope that you'll agree with me more than ever that we feel like we're one people, united and hoping for peace. So in honour of our tradition that reminds us that we are a peaceful nation, we're going to sing a song called Lo Yisagoi. It has the Hebrew, the transliteration, the translation, and some English that goes with it. So hopefully you have a way to access this, and Hannah will lead us in this beautiful song. It's not on your sheets, it's special for this week, for a prayer for everyone in the Middle East, wherever your hearts are. You may have one.
Where are these words from?
I think it's from Isaiah.
Mm.
Can you read it if it's there?
I can, thank you. Don't walk ahead of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend. Together we will walk in the ways of Hashem. Lo Yisagoi, Elgoi Heren. Lo Yisagoi, Elgoi Heren. Here we go. Lo Yisagoi, Elgoi Heren. Lo Yiladu on Milchama. Lo Yisagoi, Elgoi Heren. Lo Yiladu on Milchama. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend. And together we will walk in the ways of Hashem. One more time in English. Here we go. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend, and together we will walk in the ways of Hashem.
Thank you. And we're going to turn the page here to the Charodim, welcoming the Sabbath bride. And Hannah, maybe we'll just do just the chorus today. The second paragraph.
Oh, sorry. I'm having a complete brain fart. Yes, the melody's just gone out of my brain. I'm so sorry. Lecha, there we go. Lecha dodi likrakala pene Shabbat lekavela V'yamo v'zachor v'dibur echad hishmiyanu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad L'shem tiferet ve'etila Lecha dodi likrakala pene Shabbat lekavela Lecha dodi likrakala pene Shabbat lekavela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nevaki mekohan racham Mashmi kedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tila Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat lekavela.
So I just wanted to give an opportunity for anyone in this room who's thinking about anyone in particular in the Holy Land, just to offer us maybe their name or anything about your connection to them, and that maybe we can all make a promise to each other that we'll keep in our minds and in our hearts the names of the people who are special to people in this room, and we can take a little bit of the burden off of each other to share our care for those people. So if anyone, we might just go around the room, and anyone who's particularly thinking about any particular people anywhere in that side of the world, to just mention their name and anything that they want to say about them. Can we start with you, and we'll just go around, Sylvie? Anyone that you're connected to in Israel or that part of the world that you're thinking of at this time? You can pass as well. Should we come back to you? Yeah, okay, we might come back. Abe? Is there someone that you're thinking of in Israel that you want us to have in our minds?
No,
for
not really.
Okay.
I just want to get better with my shoulder.
Yeah, sure. We can think of you too
I broke
then.
my shoulder.
Yeah, horrible.
It changed my whole life. It really had. But they've given me hope. If I think about it long enough, I'm sure I'll come back
Very nice. Yeah.
to this life.
Yeah, we focus on the good, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Pat.
We've got very good friends, Lyle Cass and Ricky Dean, both of whom grew up with us in Melbourne, and they both made Aliyah 50 odd years ago. We're still in touch and very good friends, thinking of them both.
Thank you.
Well, I know of a girl who's in our congregation and their family, and she's in the RDF and is very concerned, very much concerned, of course. And her husband is a Russian Jew, and he's in trouble from another end if he goes. Both in stuff to get president.
Thank you.
I have a lot of friends and family there, so I won't name them all. But yeah,
Thank you.
I've got family,
Mm.
cousins, lots, and all their extras.
Holding them in our hearts. Thank you.
Barbara Gatner,
who's my partner's auntie, is living there. And Nashama Klein, my friend and sister, is on the front lines of the IDF.
Sending her safety and peace. Thanks.
I have some family and friends, but more than anything else, I think of those 260 young kids at the festival. It's just horrible. And my thoughts with their families.
I share the same sentiments. Please. Unthinkable.
Yeah, can I add something? I'm thinking particularly of Aviad, Sheva and Talia and everyone who they know and are connected with, and various cousins, and I don't know if any of you share this, but now and again throughout the last 2 weeks, another person, another connection, another beautiful soul who I'm connected to in Israel pops into my heart, into my head. So thinking about all of them and just wanting to offer them protection, as well as all innocent lives, which is 99% of the people in that region. Yeah, thanks.
Our daughter, Demi Pulver, lives in southern Israel, about 2 kilometres from the kibbutz Sde Boker, and she lives there with her husband, who's a kibbutz member. And well, she's in our thoughts constantly.
Did you want to add anyone? Yeah.
Most of my family are there. Thinking particularly of my cousin who's on the front lines. I'm thinking of Emily's family.
Thank you. We try and make this space as comfortable and uncomfortable a little bit for everyone. So if it's not your practice to say, to not say Kaddish without 10 men, then you could just sit here with your eyes closed. Otherwise, if there are 10 of us who are either able to stand or to say Kaddish, especially for those who've fallen already.
Saying Kaddish.
Lovely. So you can join together with me or just say Amen on the next page. Yitgadal v'yitgadal Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yamad zibrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayichon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei techol Beit Yisrael v'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mavarach v'yalam l'almei almaya. Yitzbarach v'yishtabach v'yitzpa'ar v'yitzroman v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shemei l'kedusha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'ama v'ru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mama, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. You can sit down if you'd like. So we're going to move from Kaddish, from feeling the sadness and the loss, to Kiddush, from the same root of holiness, to move into a space where we are here and we are still able to celebrate Shabbat. So it's a very Jewish thing to do, to be forced to go from happiness to sadness in a moment. We're kind of good at that in Israel. We have Yom HaZikaron, the day of the fallen soldiers, straight into Yom HaTzmaut. So we continue the emotional roller coaster together. Maybe Anne, would you help me give out some of these, and you can just clean your hands. You can clean your hands with this first. We might need to pour one or two. This is grape juice, so just know your own allergies. If you have any reason why you can't have any, look after yourselves.
And we look to offer halal to somebody.
Thank you.
Did you get some grape juice.
Yeah, I can pour some more as well.
Hey, would you like some grape juice?
How many more do you think we need? One for you and me, and more?
No, for me.
Exactly.
Not for you.
So one?
Would you have some for yourself?
Yep.
Unless Brock.
Okay, he's gonna save himself
For tonight.
for tonight.
For the real McCoy.
Yeah, there we go, both together. So it's also the transliteration is here. Is there anyone who would like to lead us in Kiddush who's used to doing it at home? Okay, so we can just join in together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehillah b'mikrai kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim ki banu v'chagta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodeshecha v'ahava uratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat l'chaim.
L'chaim.
Good year.
It's a good vintage. Thanks, Sam. So we'll just pass this one around as well if you're going to have some colour. Does anyone, would anyone like to lead us for the Hamotzi prayer?
A.
Yeah.
Yeah, before the prayer.
I'm sorry anyone online who can't drink and have challah, but hopefully you'll get hold of some.
I'll get it.
Right, thank you. So let's say Hamotzi together. Baruch atah Adonai